This scam call centre in Delhi runs one of the most common scams we hear of today, the Customs and Border Patrol scam. But what sets this group apart is just how ruthless they are and the fact that they'll involve kids. Not only do these kids witness the scams happening at first hand, but they're encouraged to smoke and around when drugs are taken. Indeed, this is no ordinary call centre. Here you can see what is possibly the owner of a converted house sleeping on the floor, because this is probably where he lives. And when their scams succeeded, at least part of that money went into hard drugs. Let's hope the police in Delhi don't ignore this video. The call centre is located in southwest Delhi in Sector 12 or Ramakrishnappuram. Unlike many other major scam call centres, which are mostly in Gurugram, this one is in a very residential area. In fact, my friend CJ Scams, check out her channel in the description, also visited this place just to see what the surroundings looked like. It's a very unusual place to have a call centre. And in fact, when she was filming around the area, one or two locals made it known that they weren't very happy with anyone filming this building. But inside the building there were multiple CCTV cameras, and this gave me an excellent view of the scams happening. Cameras 1, 2 and 4 covered the main scam area. There were usually around 10 to 15 people operating the scam every day. There was an office to the side of all of the desks covered by camera 3. This is where the bosses would have their meetings. Here you can see most of them. And when it moved to the second part of the scam where money was stolen, it was usually done in this room. One camera was set up to keep an eye who was coming into and out of the building via a small set of stairs. The other two cameras, 6 and 7, kept their eye on the rooftop. This might have been because you could access this building via a neighbouring one, so I guess they wanted to make sure that no one was coming in from an unexpected direction. You wouldn't want a police raid mid-scamming. The cameras themselves were actually second-hand. They came with a digital video recorder, and it was possible to rewind some of the footage to see just where the cameras had come from. They originally belonged in some sort of nightclub, and we were able to identify exactly where this was. It was only about a mile or so away, so obviously they probably knew someone who owned this nightclub or restaurant. And if it was a restaurant, you definitely wouldn't have wanted to have eaten there. But when this group of scammers finally had the CCTV up and running, it was time to start their scams properly. If you're not familiar with it, let's watch one of the scammers and his computer screen as he attempts to run the scam.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, miss. This side is Officer Martin from Customs and Border Protection Department. How are you?
You're from where?
Miss, I'm calling you from the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. How are you?
He doesn't have anything other than the victim's phone number, so he puts this into 411locate.com in an attempt to find a name.
Okay, miss, I'm going to explain each and everything. So, miss, the reason for this call from the federal agent I'm here is that our department has seized some illegal packages that were shipped using your name and your identity to El Paso, Texas. So can you let me know, have you shipped any package under your name to El Paso, Texas in the last 1 year?
No.
Miss, let me just tell you, but we had seized a package under your name containing some illegal stuff like some drugs and some fake identity cards in them, because of which there is a case filed under your name. That is like a legal notice. Do you have any knowledge about the case going on under your name?
No. What is my name?
Miss, your name is Miss Cookie. It's Miss Cookie.
Yeah, but I don't know anybody.
But miss, I'm
I
sorry
think
for
this
that,
is a scam.
Miss, if this is a scam, we are not having your name. I just told you your name, correct? And I'm calling you from a government line number as well. There's a case. That is the reason we have called you, so that we can investigate this case with you.
Yeah, okay, bye.
बस तेरी माँ की चूत
Just like Cookie, most people know that this is a scam. However, it is scripted for a reason. And the reason is that it works. In fact, you could see the script on some of their desks. When they recruit new people, they have to learn off this script so that they're totally comfortable with it. They all have to sound assertive or the scam won't work.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, this is Officer Catherine Jones from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Department. How are you?
You're from where?
I'm calling you from U.S. Customs and Border Protection Department.
Yes. For what?
For what?
Yeah, what's the reason for the call?
Am I speaking to Terry?
Yes, you are.
But not only did they use the names of their victims via these lookups, but they also spoofed genuine looking telephone numbers. But of course this is trivially easy to do.
Number on the browser, which is 202
Okay.
325
Mm-hmm.
8000.
That's the phone number?
Yes, now you can search it, and I believe you are able to see that this number is only belongs to the U.S. Customs Department. If you're able to see that, just let me know.
A Google search would indeed reveal that this belongs to Customs and Border Patrol, but they've just spoofed this number. But what sets this group apart is the abuse that they gave people when they weren't compliant. And believe me, I've had to pick very tame versions of what they said to people.
Hello?
Hi, this is Officer Ellie Christopher from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Department. How are you?
Okay.
Do you know the reason why you're receiving this investigation call from our department?
What? I can't understand you.
Do you know the reason why you're receiving this investigation call from our department?
I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
Yes, because you are a dickhead, right?
Yeah, but did you know my son is works for the federal government?
Yeah, we know that.
You did.
Yeah, so what are we supposed to do about that?
I'm going to give him your phone number, and then he can find out why you're calling me.
Okay, why don't you try that, bitch? I can fuck you shut the fuck up, you motherfucking shit.
Yeah, quick.
And if they were treated with any sort of skepticism, they would immediately try to frighten their victims by saying that the police would turn up at their doorstep.
And what?
Miss, we also, I just want to ask you, are you sure that you don't use these bank accounts? Because all these accounts are registered under your name.
Never.
And thousands of dollars have been wired locally and internationally to the narco-trafficking countries.
You making
What are you
this
thinking?
up?
Sorry?
I said, are you making this up?
Miss, can you tell me, what are you thinking? Am I telling you a joke?
It sounds like a huge story.
It's a huge story because it's a case of drug trafficking, money laundering, and one more case is registered under your name, one more allegation registered under your name. So, Miss, just confirm me over this federally recorded line that are you sure that you do not have any connection to any of these criminal activities?
You're kidding.
I'm kidding? I'm kidding? You're thinking this? So, wait. Oh, listen to me, Miss. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to send the sheriff team right to your doorstep to one. So they can put you behind the bars and they will going to complete the custody purpose and the investigation purpose from their side. Yeah. I'm just sending the sheriff officer right to your doorstep. See you behind the bars. Have a good day. Okay?
But what makes this scam so devastating is that they figure out just how much money each victim has. Here's the very key part of the scam where they figure this out.
Okay, so Mr. Larry, as we have completed the first step of your asset verification form, that is property declaration, so now we have to proceed with the second step of your asset verification form, that is known as liquid asset verification. But as we are on the federally recorded lines, you are not allowed to disclose any of your confidential information. So can you just confirm me with the bank name you are dealing, type of account, and the approximate balance so that I can be able to identify the legit accounts that belongs to you?
I don't have a bank account, period. No bank account.
No bank account? Okay.
No.
Okay, so how do you manage your expenses?
I do it through my Chime account.
With your Chime account?
Yeah, Chime card.
Okay, so you only own one bank account that is from Chime Bank, right?
Yeah, that's the credit card I got.
Then they will blatantly just ask their victims exactly how much they've got in each bank account.
Okay, so can you just confirm me, like, what is the approximate amount are you holding in your Chime Bank account? Because as I can...
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Okay, wait a minute. I think it's like, what is it, $6 or something?
$6 is not the kind of bank balance that they're looking for.
Are you sure that you're only holding $6 in your Chime account and $18 in your Meta account?
It's $6 and about 7 cents on my Chime card, and on my Meta card. And on my Meta card is like $18 and some change.
Okay, $18 in your Meta bank.
18.
1 8.
Yeah, 1 8.
1 8. Just be on the line.
1 8. $18.
A quick conference with the boss, and they decide that they're going to have to get more money out of him if they possibly can.
Okay, so are you holding any plastic card, any credit card under your name?
Nope.
Okay, and how much amount are you holding in the form of cash?
About maybe $3.
$3, okay.
It really isn't going well for their scam.
Yeah, I'm just going to approve your asset verification form. So now let me tell you the reason why we called you before arresting you and before sending you any legal notice is only because we are certain this heinous act of drug trafficking is being carried out by the criminals who are still at large. But we do not have any evidence on proof on their criminal activities. So right now you have two options with you. Listen to me very carefully before you choose any option.
At this point in the scam, they offer the victims two choices. The first would be to travel to Texas, hire a criminal lawyer, and possibly be liable for a large amount of money. The second one they describe as ADR, or Alternative Dispute Resolution. In reality, this will be the only option open to victims because it will allow them to move to the second phase of the scam, where they call the victim back again. To see and hear the second part of the scam, I decided to call the number and watch what happened on their CCTV cameras.
Alright, so I'm creating an asset verification form for you.
Yeah.
So that we can safeguard your true belongings and freeze out the remaining accounts and assets which belongs to the imposters. But as these are federally reported lines, you are not allowed to disclose any of your confidential information to us, that is your account numbers, routing numbers, passwords, or PIN, because it's against the law, okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
We just need a basic information so that we can safeguard your true belongings which belongs to you. So make sure you are true and honest because each and everything will be verified by the US government. Are we clear?
The US government were very keen to understand how much money I had in my account.
Well, Chase, C-H-A-S-E.
Chase Bank, you were saying?
Yeah, Chase Bank. J.P.
Right.
Morgan Chase, yeah.
And do you have a checking, savings, or both in Chase?
I have both.
All right. And as you know, we found thousands of dollars has been wired from different bank accounts. So just confirm me the round figure amount which you have in your checking account so I can mention that money as your legal money in my file.
The round figure amount for both checking and savings gives them a target for how much they'll steal. I declare that I have about $1,000.
What did you say?
About 1,000.
All right. And how much approximate balance in your savings?
About 14,000.
And that immediately makes me a valuable target. He doesn't take too long to hand over to his boss.
Or hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I just spam facts to the U.S. Marshals team. So now they're gonna calling you and make sure you cooperate with them because right now they're only the higher authorities who can help you regarding this situation. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I will suggest you just cooperate with them because you're choosing the ADR option. And once you're going to receive a call from the U.S. Marshals team, just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Till the time, just be online with me.
The US Marshal team is this guy in the corner. He is the boss or the closer of the majority of the calls. He's really not very happy at being woken up.
I'm
Did you receive any
getting
calls
another call here.
from their side?
Okay, I'm getting another call, yeah?
All right, so best of luck for your ADR.
Okay.
Just best of luck for your ADR.
I get a further phone call from this guy spoofing a Phoenix, Arizona number. A quick Google search of that number shows it to be a US Marshal number, although flagged as a scam now.
Hello, this is Officer Michael O'Connor, working for U.S. Marshals Integrity Service. How are you doing today, sir?
Well, not great. I don't know what. Yeah, what do I need to do here?
Sure.
It's tiring work, all this scamming at 2 a.m.
Hello?
Yeah.
So how do I resolve this then?
Even I'm thinking, like, how should we resolve this issue? Because as you know that there is a federal investigation case that is going on in your name, and as the paperwork and documentation which we have received under your name is illegal. Are you getting my point?
Well, sort of, but I don't know how I'm meant to fix that.
Well, we'll be telling you like how this could be fixed. First of all, I believe, like the previous officer told you each and everything about the case, right? I believe he explained to you.
Yeah, someone's using my identity.
So, like, could you please explain it to me? What do you understand by that?
Well, there was some package sent in U.S. mail, and it had drugs and money in it, and they seem to be using my identity. So that's why I'm getting this call, I believe.
First of all, sir, as I believe like the officer gave you both of the options, right? There are two options which we have approved under your name, by which you can go with any option you feel like. So could you please let me know? Like, did he tell you about two options?
Yeah, one of them was to go to Texas and represent myself in court, or the other one was this ADR thing.
Okay, so I would really appreciate a clear statement from your side that with which option you want to proceed with, like the ADR or the first option.
Well, there's hardly much of a choice if I can. I don't have my own lawyer, and I certainly can't travel to Texas, so I don't have any choice, do I?
Right, so you were saying this on the federal record line that you want your lawyer. Push this out.
Look, what do I need to do here? I don't know why I'm going back over this again.
I decide to ask a few questions about the whole story. Scammers absolutely hate this.
I can hardly hear you. Why are you so...
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm saying, sir, that as this is a high-profile case, so we need to look up into each and everything so that we can get to the bottom of this and find out who is the real culprit.
Yeah, so
Are you getting me?
why do you need to involve me at all then?
Sorry?
So if you need to find the real culprit and you know it's not me, why don't you just go and look for the other culprit?
We don't know that it's you or not. We are just thinking.
Well, you just told me you know it's not me.
I didn't tell you that we know. I said we think that he might not be the person behind these activities.
Well, hang on. If I put my name and your phone number on some envelope, does that mean that you're guilty of something? Because that's what you're telling me.
Well, according to the paperwork, yes, you are guilty.
I don't care what the paperwork says. I asked you a question. If I put your name and your phone number on some package, does that mean you're guilty?
Listen, Listen,
Excuse me? What did you call me?
I called you sir, you asshole.
And with that, he cut the call. It seems that too many questions really don't suit a scam like this. But sadly, there were people who believed in this scam, and we spent quite a bit of time trying to intercept the scam before it went too far. Here are the same scammers who have persuaded a woman to withdraw thousands from her bank account, and they've told her to put it into a government-approved machine or Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah, and make sure, miss, like you can also carry your driver's license with you, because the machine would be asking it for verification so that the machine knows that the right person is operating the machine for the ADR, okay?
You won't hear the victim because we're picking up audio through this laptop.
Yeah, you have to take your cash and your driver's license and then walk inside the store, and then you'll be seeing a machine looking like ATM, written Bank of America on it, and the machine would be either white in color or gray in color, okay?
Although I'd called the victim's local police station, it was obvious that she was just about to lose money. It was imperative that we found out exactly where the store was.
Yeah, don't worry. And take your 12th... Okay, and I believe you have the driver's license with you in handy, and your $12,000 in the form of bills, in the form of cash, right? Alright, now walk inside the store, and... You see it? Okay, alright. So now, can you tell me, what do you see on the screen of the machine right now?
If you look carefully at the other scammer, he's about to bring up a picture of his Bitcoin wallet. They will send this to the victim, and as part of the whole process, they'll get her to send her cash to this wallet address, effectively stealing her $12,000.
Regular phone number, on which you can receive the auto-generated PIN, OTP, like an SMS. Because the machine is trying to verify you that you are the right person for this ADR. Yeah, the verification code would be received on your cell phone, on your SMS. Can you check your text messages and refresh it? You must have received a code. Yeah, you have to enter that code into that machine.
But thankfully I can see the scammer's computer, so I know exactly which store this ATM is located. I give them a call and hope that someone there will help her.
Hello? Is the woman at the Bitcoin ATM machine in your premises? She's being scammed. It's the Customs and Border scam, if you've heard of that. They're pretending they're US Customs and Border Patrol. They're on the phone with her. They're instructing her to buy Bitcoin. And she's about to lose a lot of money. It's a scam, and she's convinced it's true. It is a scam. Please help her. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Hi, sweetie. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you, but I did have a call saying multiple times that you were getting a call saying something about U.S. Border and Customs. No. Okay. Right. The U.S. Border and Customs. That's a known scam. They're trying to take a lot of money away from you. Okay.
Ask her, is she on the phone? Ask her, is she on the phone with someone?
Are you on the phone with anybody? Yes, she is.
Yes, they're instructing her to basically move all of her money into Bitcoin, and they're going to steal the Bitcoin. She is being scammed. If you wouldn't mind, could you also maybe get the police, or I will call the police as well? It is a scam.
Yep, I'm gonna tell my manager to do that right now.
Please do. Yes, she is being scammed. Unfortunately, she believes what she's being told. Okay. Please.
Yeah, she's not budging either.
I think it needs to come from someone.
He wants you to call the police.
Just don't listen to them.
But I'll have my manager. He's probably going to call. But she's not budging on thinking that it's real.
I know. I think it needs to come from someone like the police, but you've heard of that
she's
scam.
leave. Sure. I think she's getting ready to leave right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Make sure, the screen. Just
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sadly for this woman, she believes the scammers more than the teller, and they just ask her to cancel the transaction and move on to the next Bitcoin machine.
No. Okay. So, cancel. Click on cancel. Click on cancel.
The managers at the store are still trying to persuade her to give up, but she runs out of the store regardless.
Miss, don't let anyone follow you, okay? Just do one thing, just get outside the store. Yeah. I can. Yeah, yeah. I can understand that. Just do one thing, miss. Do not talk to me, otherwise it will make you look suspicious in front of them. Just do one thing. Just click on cancel and get outside the store and sit inside the car. And immediately you're outside. Okay, just sit inside the car and immediately start driving. I'm providing you another location for another government-approved machine. Okay?
So it looked like no one other than the police could actually persuade the victim to stop mid-scam. I urgently needed to get a police officer to the next Bitcoin machine. Convincing her local police was not an easy thing to do.
Reached the Warren Police Department. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you have a non-emergency and would like an officer to respond to your location, press 9 to speak with a dispatcher. If you know the...
Wait while I transfer your call.
Warren, please, can you hold, please?
Yes.
Sorry about that. How can I help you?
That's okay. My name's Jim Browning, and I'm calling you because there's a lady in Warren who's currently being scammed, and I'm hoping that you can...
What address?
I don't know the address or home address, but I know where she's going, and she's going to a Bitcoin...
Well, where is she now?
Yeah, she's going to a Bitcoin ATM, the Joe Mere supermarket on 4011 East 9 Mile Road. She is on her way there at the moment.
411?
Yeah.
Do you have another number? Because...
40... No, so the address of Joe Mere supermarket is 4011 East 9 Mile Street.
How do you know this?
It may sound far-fetched, but I can hear the scammer's phone call, and I can hear that they're instructing her to go there. I know that sounds a bit far-fetched.
Okay, so...
Yeah, okay.
Do you have her phone number? Because I would need to speak with her. Where are you?
I don't have her phone number. This is the problem. I just know where she's going.
Well, how do you know this information?
Because I can see and hear the scammer side of the conversation. It's a very long story, but I tracked down scammers on the internet. There are people in India who are convincing her that they're the...
Okay, how can you see and hear the scammer's conversation?
Because they tried this scam on me, and I'm good with computers, and I can see their computers, and I can see and hear exactly who they're speaking to. I know it sounds far-fetched.
So?
If you Google Jim Browning, my name's Jim Browning, I put lots of videos on YouTube about just this.
Okay. Let me transfer you down to an officer. Hold on
Thank you.
second, please.
Appreciate it. Hi there. This is Jim Browning. I wonder, can you help me? I'm trying to stop a woman being scammed in Warren.
You're trying to what?
Yeah, there's a lady who is being instructed by scammers to go into a supermarket in Warren to buy Bitcoin, and she's being instructed by scammers in India, believe it or not. And she's on her way there, and I'm wondering if you could convince her that she's being scammed.
Oh, where is she going?
She's
are you with her?
No, I'm not. I'm in a different continent. It's a long story, but she's on her way to Joe Mere supermarket. That's 4011 East 9 Mile Road. She's on her way to that supermarket as we speak.
Okay, I won't be able to call her and tell her this. It's unfortunate.
No.
I just no.
Okay. I was hoping actually someone might be there to stop her and convince her that she's undergoing a scam.
I mean, I could transfer you to our dispatch. Did you get transferred down here?
I did, yes.
Okay. We typically, unless she calls, there's nothing we can really do, but I can transfer you back up to dispatch. Give me a second.
So according to the Warren police, there was absolutely nothing they could do unless the victim called themselves, despite the fact that she was just about to be robbed. So I just had to watch as the scammers persuaded the victim to go to the next Bitcoin ATM and finally withdraw cash. They celebrated in style.
Yeah, correct. That's the store. Yeah, pull over your car. Congratulations. भगवान अब बेटी मत देना यार मिल गया Okay, oh my god, I found it. और इससे ज़्यादा excited मैं हो गया भाई
इसको भाई जल्दी
हाँ जल्दी करवा रहा हूँ बस फटाफट
इसे घर भी बेचना है इसे कल भी फोन करना है
Yeah, it's a tiny grocery store, but that store can save your life right now, you know? It's a lifesaver. Thank God, miss, you found it. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, you have to do the whole thing again. I'm really sorry you have to do this, but you're doing it for yourself, you know?
They even talk about the people in a previous store who attempted to follow the victim to warn her once again that she was being scammed. Of course, this didn't work.
I'll make sure that I interrogate that Jeep person who was trying to follow you. I'll interrogate that person, I give you my words, and if he's linked to the criminals, I will put him behind the bars.
Sadly, all of this played into the scammer's hands, and the victim was convinced she was speaking to cops, and the criminals were out to get her.
Don't worry, miss, I'm going to guide you how to operate the machine, and the machine's name would be Bitcoin Depot, okay?
So I was completely unable to stop the scammers from stealing $12,000 from this woman, and the very next day you can see exactly what they spent the money on. And despite a kid being around to witness the whole thing, they had no problem having lines of coke on the desk where they would celebrate stealing that money. I'm often asked if scammers steal money out of desperation. They're so poor they can't afford the basics in life and this is their only option. Well, maybe this video will make you think about that again. Obviously every case is different, but here at least you can see exactly where the money goes. And because this is the Patreon version of the video, I would just like to say another huge thank you to everybody who supports me. Thanks to you, I'm able to spend time trying to do something about scammers like these. I'm currently liaising with the Delhi police in the hope that they will actually do something this time to actually stop these scammers from doing this to other victims. So once again, thank you.